goes east to west, meaning sideline to sideline. You shift the defense, you find gaps, and now you attack them, put your opposing team in rotation.
No, Waterman hits a three. It's no contest. Neal against Rain Smith. Hepburn finds Waterman. Nice that time to take this big crowd out of it. Right through the hands of King, into the hands of Roots, and here comes Louisville. In the corner, set up Noah Waterman. Needed it.
Time, 2 games ago when he made 4 big threes. At 16 minutes, he had 4 big threes. He can shoot the basketball.
Had 14 points in that game. So Hepburn looking to counter. Cross court, here's Waterman wide open. He sticks it.
Being unable to play is added defense and some timely shooting as well.
But if you can't hit.
Waterman is also the Marco Polo of college. He's been a traveling man. He's been at Detroit Mercy.
Here's Wiggins with a miss that barely nicked the iron. Let's go over to Angel for an update.
Well, guys, if you were wondering, OB rather, if you were wondering why Corey had to speak a little longer during that halftime break, it's because Clemson was locked out of the locker room for an extra 5 minutes.
The free throw, so it's 35-31 the Bill. Louisville picked to finish 9th in the ACC. Wound up the number 2 team after going 8-24 last year. And they're highly relevant again. Edwards will kick it out. His Waterman shot. Got it. To do it. They certainly did. It makes such a difference.
The Cardinals hit a home run with Pat Kelsey. And he is a perfect fit for that program.
James Scott, by the way, picked up his 4th foul for Louisville. So he's in big trouble. Zipped into the corner. And a three-pointer on the
23-8 in the win over Cal last night. And Reynaud airballs a shot with James Scott in his face. Here's Noah Waterman. Looking like Rain Smith, his first on the offensive glass. Blake's. And it is an ugly start. Stanford is 0 for 4. Louisville 1 for 4.
Well, it started with some tough shots from Reynaud, and he's got to set the tone and be patient early.
Hepburn sets up Waterman again. He's got the first 2 threes.
He beat the offensive players to that spot.
Turnovers are 7-7 right now. 2 teams that usually take care of the ball well. Stanford on pace to set a school record for fewest turnovers a game. Waterman fighting tooth and nail inside. Elias Sellers, the USC transfer, has a baker's dozen.
Shooting 43% from the three-point line. It also allows them to get their defense set.
Hepburn spins it out to Edwards. Leads away with a dozen for Louisville. Noah Waterman had 9. And here's Chucky. He's got 5 and he's got 4 assists. Maybe another.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Got to get out on that.
55th 3 of the year.
Yeah, you can't give him that much space. Too much space for a guy that shoots it as well as Reynaud does.
Yep. Here's Hepburn. Back for Scott. And let's see the handoff. Edwards right back for Waterman. He'll launch a 3 out of the corner. That's good.
You know, presence on the offensive end.
Right.
The dude pretty much hits 4 threes a game. And not only is it the shots that he's making, but the attention that he gets from opposing defenses that often get his teammates open opportunities.
Hepburn kicks. Oh, look at Edwards. Waterman slides back baseline and scores. Keeler can't get through it. And now Reynaud left open. Another 3 away. Traore, the rebound. And here is the straw that stirs the drink. Hepburn.
Oh, Chucky going back to the basket. A little post match between the 2 smallest guys on the floor.
Traore between Thompson and Reynaud. Waterman's 3. I really love Jakovic. Baseline against Waterman. Can't find it again. Andres 1 for 6 now.
But give Waterman the job. I mean, the credit for doing the job defensively.
Waterman shot fake, now a 3. Got it.
It's a good
Backdoor
play.
cut. There's Stojakovic's second field goal of the ball game.
Yeah, nice execution for the Bears out of the halftime break.
And they needed a bucket right there. Just had to have.
Remember now, you got Edwards on the floor. He's playing with 3. Waterman is out there with 2 fouls. Rain Smith still not on the not available for service. He was listed as questionable at the under 8 mark, and there's a foul on Petritis. That'll be his.
Which is still yet to make a substitution. Lowe leads it short. Coran's in there. Lowe's on the ground, and it squirts out to Hepburn. Noah Waterman on the floor for the first time for Louisville, 93. And Hepburn finds him. And Waterman drills it.
Brandon Recksteiner's 31st 3 of the year. In his last 5 games, he was 4 of 26 from behind the line.
Coming right out of the turn, right out of timeout. Good play, set play, good bucket.
Traore, Abubakar, nice pass. Waterman the catch in for the freshman from Orlando.
It looks like the Hokies are out of the game, but they're not out of the game. They just got to make a couple plays.
Here's Scott, ball screen for Hepburn. Waterman a 3. Got it.
That's why he's in the game.
Thank you, Krista, as we welcome you to Purcell Pavilion in South Bend. Notre Dame and Louisville in the early going, about 7 minutes in. It's a 6-point lead for Notre Dame over the Cards, and Noah Waterman sticks forward.
Grad transfer from Virginia Tech, originally started his college career at Clemson. 7 minutes and change gone. Backdoor cut. Here's Waterman with the dunk. Push it up and in.
Now, Scott, he has 2 threes on the year, but he also has 52 dunks, and so he should be inside.
Waterman tees up a 3. Staten McCray backing down on Smith. All the way under, forced it up with the left hand. Waterman the rebound of the miss. A little bit of hot potato going on with the Cards in transition. Finally, it's Edwards spinning through traffic. Gets it to Hadley.
Hadley took that ball right off the nose.
Right side, Waterman. 3-point.
21 battle. Cal in South Bend to take on Notre Dame. Waterman open in the corner. Got it. Welcome back. No.
I think that was the beauty of Coach Boeheim. He really gave his guys freedom just to go ahead and play and be themselves.
We are here alongside Jim Boeheim Court as his alma mater is hosting Louisville. Noah Waterman into the game. And the upstate New York.
Breeder turning to the basket and lays it in.
14 threes on the season. That is his 5th 2. KYP, know your personnel. They close out hard on the 3-point line, and he drives it.
Gives Clemson its first lead. Waterman quickly ends that.
Really
there, Chucky Hepburn hit a couple free throws. Louisville got the ball back, scored again. Hadley had a season-high 18 in the first half. Tipped by Wiggins, 10 to shoot for Waterman.
Chucky does such a good job coming back to the ball on a late clock.
Waterman lasers it.
It's the third road game of the season for Louisville, and they control the opening tap. The aforementioned Chucky Hepburn getting us going here for the Cardinals. Hepburn, high post for James Scott. Sophomore lays feet inside for the back cutting.
So Powell and Jackson, 2 highly touted freshmen in the lineup for North Carolina.
And we are underway. It's Louisville that starts with the basketball. The Cardinals team that got a scare over the weekend against Northern Kentucky, but found a way to win. Eastern Kentucky. And now Chucky Hepburn, who was The go-to guy throughout the season for the Cardinals, 24 in white. They go back door, and it's wide open. Noah Waterman.
Well, North Carolina is second in the league in fast break points at 16 a game. It's an emphasis for Pat Kelsey's team. Transition defense is plan A and 1A and 1B. The other thing for North Carolina is you got to guard the three-point line against Louisville. 53% of the shots they take are outside the arc.
His rebound hauled in. Davis a second chance at it. Doesn't drop. It was halfway down. Waterman off the feed from Scott.
Quite a bit. They have to keep the Cats out of the open floor.
Hepburn misses the three. Waterman with the follow. You and I have both been through that with our kids. Waterman. And they needed that. And Brea. He doesn't need much space, does he? But he misses that one. Brea now 1 for 4 from three-point range. Came in at 56% on the season.
Well, Louisville made him take that one off the dribble.
Waterman's going to try one. For three. It was a quick shot, but it's all good when it goes down. Waterman at the other end.
Two-pointer that puts UTEP ahead 4-2 here early on.
It's a good sign for UTEP to get points from Kevin Kalu early, get him involved into the game.
That's a good sign for Louisville. They tipped it away, and the Camper run-out layup. It's 6-5 UTEP. Waterman into the basket. No, Waterman's got 5 early on.
8 of 11 from the floor with the 4 rebounds. Young man started his career here at Louisville, then to Seton Hall, and it's a homecoming game.
We got a heck of a matchup here in the final.
So let's decide a championship here. The tip, and Louisville comes away with that. They come in 5-1. Oklahoma undefeated at 6-0. And both teams brimming with confidence heading into the title tilt. Hepburn's first touch, now up top for Cason Pryor, who's really had an outstanding tournament so far. Downstairs, they get it to the shot on a high high post. He comes to Louisville from the College of Charleston. Waterman going to follow his own miss and draws the foul too. Shot clock to 7. Elvis needs to make a move. He's going to fire a long one. And Hadley there for the rebound. The Cardinals on the move. One thing about Louisville, they are not a good three-point shooting team. Not yet. Just 30% for the year. It's an area that really scuffle.
And no doubt. And they take about 32, 33 of them a game.
Hadley on the dribble. Hadley working on more. Nice give. Waterman right in there for 2.
Oklahoma so smooth for a guy that should be a senior in high school. Reclassified. Went from playing in the Peach Jam to arriving on Norman's campus when fall classes begin. And he has grown up the past 3 days on this island.
Again, another nice look for Waterman. I'll tell you what, Casey Pryor got up top. Looking for a cutter. Hadley lets fly. Waterman plucks the rebound, right back up strong.
That's that rebound advantage that's really starting to pile up.
What a shot. Big time from Small. Smith. Waterman follows. Defender he is inside. Stops at Gonzaga and Arizona and now Indiana. That's Bryson Tucker, their terrific 5-star recruit. The freshman getting his first look. Waterman unattended. Got it. Here in Atlantis, you got Maui going on. Auburn and Memphis in the championship game out there. Starts at noon and it finishes past midnight. Great stuff going on in Las Vegas at Kansas-Duke game. Won by the Jayhawks, putting together a solid early season resume. You had Scott on the inside. You can sometimes play through the post. Waterman with a... For Indiana, the double team immediately to Ballo. They'll kick it back outside. And the 3, no good from Kane and Carlisle. No outlet. It is run the floor hard and wide. Hepburn probes, finds Waterman looking for a third 3. He's got it. And then a... Here's Hepburn with Rice defending. Terrific point guard showdown. Hepburn has had the best of it so far, looking for the behind-the-back assist. And then Louisville turns it over, so Indiana will try and put a couple baskets together. And no, another steal and a turnover. Hadley waits for Waterman to find some space. Right, he's either got to get to the free throw line or he's got to get something going downhill. Louisville has multiple defenders they've been able to put on him, including Chucky Hepburn. And Mbako as well, scoreless in this second half. Their leading scorer at nearly 19 a game. Waterman, count it.
Going after it, Pryor taps it, and Bruce comes away with it. Rain sets the screen. Waterman inside from Pryor. Louisville going to the basket, and it's
getting in the game early with just under 14 minutes to go.
The only freshman on this Louisville team. Noah Waterman from 3. Hadley moves him out of the way. That's a big-time bucket right there from Ben Johnson.
Moving the post.
Edwards, Waterman in the corner. How about Noah Waterman?
Pop it up, and there's another jam. It's Cade Phillips again. Ziegler, the veteran, found him.
He heard me, Kev. Cade Phillips, he heard me. You're not an offensive player. He just comes down and gets 2 buckets in a row.
If you're Louisville, how do you settle down here in the early goings?
Well, it's exciting. Obviously, the crowd, the whole week, the anticipation of this game, playing against a great Tennessee team. Just got to settle down, execute in the half court. Defensively, you want to be up on the ball, pressure. And there you see Noah Waterman.
On the run out, lays it up and in. And so there is the latest example of just that pressure-tight defense. So Tennessee has now blocked 3 shots, 4 steals. Traore now with the strong drive. Extra pass to Waterman. He's got an open look. Count it. And the foul. To that, knowing the standard on both ends of the floor for a lot of these newcomers. He's trying to cash in on his first triple from deep. A minute to go. Louisville on this side of the floor trying to just chip away at this large deficit. Waterman for 3.
Play that they ran to start the half. He scored another 2 points.
Play misses. Hadley there. Edwards, Waterman. Not many guys can make that catch, but he could. Waterman to the basket. No, Waterman, his first bucket. 6. Scott. Waterman with the tip.